She has no idea. I said to her, I meet her I go to almost everything that she does. And sometimes I don't even see her. I don't get to say, hey, I did what shake it. No, I just see, listen, observe, go, move on. Because sometimes I don't believe that you have to necessarily, connect. I know what I'm getting, and so I'm doing it. And you inspired me to know that as a black girl, growing up in this country, doing things in this country when it comes to fashion, that there is a place for me, as long as I fight to find that place, because your story inspired. And she has such a beautiful story, looking at her as a black woman who's bald, or who's very bold going out into the world of fashion in the Western world. It's now, in the past few years, that people have started saying melanin power and natural hair and check me out, I'm more beautiful in my natural self. But Eryca has been doing this for how many years? 35 years in natural life. That's just me talking about her personally. I'm not talking about her job, I'm just talking about her personally. So you can see why it inspired me. I'm like, well, if she can come out looking this good, talk about beauty, talk about fashion, talk about this, I don't actually have any excuse not to push myself and go forward. So yeah, every time I look at her, I think, people might say, oh, girl, like you're jack of all trades and master of none. And I'm like, when I look at Eryca, I'm thinking, actually, I'm miss of all trades and master of every single one of them. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. How do you match that? We actually met officially, properly today.
Wow.
So I'm so honoured and I feel so privileged. Thank you so much, girl. Okay, so I am Eryca Freemantle, internationally celebrity makeup artist of 35 years, property developer, mother of a daughter of 28 years old. I'm 55 years old and I'm very proud.
Man, that deserves a round of applause.
I'm extremely tired because I literally came in from Paris this morning, but I had to be here. I always see the events, all of the Diva Colour events, and I'm always away, and I said no matter what, I'm going to get here today. I spoke at the very first event, so I've been part of the growth, and I'm extremely honoured and proud. I'm so proud of you, but you know that anyway, but I just have to say it publicly. So I'm a friend in the background. Okay, I've got a minute to tell you a 35 year story. So, growing up in the UK of Jamaican parentage, even though I've claimed Nigeria, those of you that know me, because before Jamaica there was Nigeria. Anyway, I was the first black woman in the makeup industry to fight for women of colour. There was no one that looked like me. The only person that looked like me in the beauty industry back then was Naomi Campbell, who started off together, and Pat McGrath, who last week announced to be the most successful black woman in the makeup industry, worth £1 billion. And we started off together. But I'm not about the aesthetics of makeup. I did start off that way. I am about the psychology of makeup. I am about what makes us tick as human beings. So I am the person that the multinational brands all over the world call to come and help develop their makeup products for women of colour. As you can hear, I have a voice, I know how to use it. I'm very opinionated and I say what I say to whom I need to say it to in the right way. So I am, I'm a veteran. God, I felt like I was playing at school the other day, but I'm a veteran, and myself and a few others have actually opened the door for a lot of people that are coming up now, making a lot of unnecessary stupid noise in social media, going back to what you say. So I'm on social media, and I use it just to look at people and to observe the stupidness that they're putting out there. I've suffered from my art, so I was involved in a car accident. This hairstyle isn't a fashion statement. I lost my hair in a car accident, and I had over 250 scars to my face and the near amputation of my left leg. And I was told I was ugly, and I was told that I never amount to anything. So I fell into that self-fulfilling prophecy for 30 years, and I believed everything that everyone told me, that I would never amount to anything. And when you surround yourself with people of that mindset, you start believing, you start walking that walk, that becomes your self-fulfilling prophecy. Then one day, I had an argument with God in my bed laying down. And I said, if this is what you put me in the earth to do, to just be this depressed, because I suffered from depression, and I had a nervous breakdown because of what everybody else, the knockers, did to me. But I allowed them to do it, because no one could do anything to you unless you allow them to do it. And then I have a daughter, and I said, but if my daughter sees this as her norm, then it's going to be her norm. So all she's going to do is copy what mummy does. Depressive, you know, antisocial, insecure, tell people that she's ugly. I said, God, if you really do exist, show me a way. Show me a light. Yes, put all this makeup on, we put on all the hair, we dress really nice, but it's very superficial. God, this is more than 2 minutes, sorry. This is very superficial. There's more to me. And God said to me, what you need to do is step backwards. And by stepping backwards, you need to go home. And I've been to Jamaica so many times, no disrespect to any Jamaicans in the house, because I'm Jamaican, my parents are Jamaican. I didn't know what it meant. I went to several African countries, and what happened was, I went to South Africa, I went to Ghana, I went to Gambia. It was beautiful. I saw people that looked like me in power, owning hospitals, banks, you know, properties, you name it. But I personally, is this it? Okay. Then the British government asked me to do some research on the beauty industries in for Nigeria, which at that time, 8 years ago, the market was really wasn't as it is. It was very fresh. As soon as the plane landed in Nigeria, those of you that know my story know that I'm telling the truth. As soon as the plane landed in Nigeria for me, I came alive. I found home. I was able to relate to the smell. I was able to relate. I remember getting off the aeroplane and I went down on my hands and my knees and I kissed the ground and I started crying and I didn't know why. And as I started walking around, I started looking at people that looked like me, that were as loud as me, that were as vibrant as me, that were really confident. The lips, the hairstyles, the colours, the vibrancy. That's when I came alive, and that's when I found home. And that's when I realised who Eryca Freemantle is, who I am, what I have to do, what I represent, and something that I am not a TV presenter. I know nothing about TV. I've always worked in the background to do the makeup for other people. I ended up having my own TV show within 3 months of going to Lagos. Moments with Mo, I was a guest presenter on Everyday Life TV. So for me, you have to go where you are recognized, where you are appreciated, wherever that may be. For me, it was Nigeria. A lot of people cannot connect, especially Jamaicans, cannot connect with the Jamaican Nigeria. We are one people. We are exactly the same people. We were just separated, in my opinion, my experience. So for me, it's an honor and a privilege to be here. There's so much more to my story, having lived here on planet Earth for 55 years almost. There's so much more, but the essence of it is don't let anyone stop you, suppress you, knock you, and tell you that you can't do. Be around people that are doing it, and most of all people that have done it, and most of all people that have retired. People that have retired have got life experience, and they can only, the ones that have retired that are successful, not the miserable ones, because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them around, but only you know your worth. So just tap in very quickly, because I know it's 2 minutes, I've been here for about 5, is that I respect this man so much. Stand for those who...
A round of applause.
Not just because of his accomplishments. He's a phenomenal man. He's very humble and he holds it down. Not because of his knowledge, because he's like an encyclopedia. But when I was broken, I'm a property developer and I virtually lost everything at one moment in time. Do you remember? It was one of the hardest, broke my back, divorce, gave birth, all of that, can't touch the things that he shared with you up there, because I was the first black woman in the 80s to own a portfolio. 1986, I was the first black woman to own a lot of property. But circumstances, I lost them. This man, he didn't judge me. When I told him my circumstances, he sat me down and he said to me, Eryca, just let it go, get on and do, because no one can take your knowledge. Once you've had it, you can do it again. But it's a matter of, don't do it angry. It's just time. So on that note, I'd like to say thank you very much, because I didn't know I was going to speak. But,